If you've been preparing for the GMAT Focus Edition, you might have noticed that there aren't tons of official materials available yet, especially compared to the classic version of the GMAT. If you're on a strict budget and you're worried about this, let me give you some valuable advice. First thing is, every single question type that appears on GMAT Focus has appeared on GMAT Classic. And so all the GMAT Classic resources for those question types are available to you as practice fuel for improving your GMAT Focus Edition score. If we're just to list those out, in the quant section, it's all problem-solving questions now, and there are thousands of problem-solving questions out there on websites like MBA.com, GMAT Club, and even sites like YouTube and Reddit. If you need some problem-solving practice questions, those are great places to start if you're on a strict budget. If you have the money to invest, then I strongly recommend getting the official guide for GMAT Review from MBA.com itself. The same thing is true of data sufficiency questions. Those used to be in the quant section. Now they're in a new section called Data Insights, but they still work exactly the same way. Now, there are a few different flavors of data sufficiency questions on the new exam, and we're going to be going in depth on those in our future content. So if you're preparing for GMAT Focus and you're looking to grow your data insights skills, then any data sufficiency question from GMAT Classic will do, and all the sites and resources I just mentioned will have thousands of data sufficiency questions for you. For now, they're not different enough that practicing old data sufficiency questions is going to leave you unprepared for the new exam. In a very similar vein, integrated reasoning questions are now incorporated into the data insights section. And the only questions that you're going to see in the data insights section are the 4 integrated reasoning types that were on GMAT Classic plus data sufficiency, which we just talked about. So what that means is all the old integrated reasoning questions that were preparing you for the integrated reasoning section of GMAT Classic are going to be just as relevant for GMAT Focus. In fact, even more relevant now that data insights affects your overall score, which the old integrated reasoning section did not. It was just a separate score and didn't affect the overall 200 to 800 score. That's now different on GMAT Focus, and integrated reasoning is a lot more important. That's another reason having access to a lot of practice questions can be valuable. Finally, in the verbal section, sentence correction's been deleted, but critical reasoning and reading comp, which are the only types that show up on GMAT Focus Verbal, have tons of resources available from GMAT Classic because GMAT Classic had a ton of critical reasoning and a ton of reading comprehension. So again, all the resources, all the sites I just mentioned, fantastic for you if you need practice questions and you're studying for GMAT Focus, even though it appears that there aren't very many resources specifically for the Focus exam. If you're stuck in your preparation or you have questions that we haven't addressed here, feel free to reach out via DM or comment below, and we'll do our best to help out.